Good morning. This is Karen and I'm Diamond Painting with Anxiety. I'm glad you stopped by. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. And if you're a regular here, welcome back. So today we are going to finish up Santa, I hope. I've got just a tiny little section that you see up here. And then a little bit around the edge. I want to talk to you just a little bit about how I did this particular piece because it was a Huacan, and this is the second Huacan in a row I've done. The one that I did before it was a popping drill nightmare. I did a seal as you go experiment with that piece. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it in the description down below. But so I did this one a little bit differently. This time the experiment that I did was to do a start from the center. I started right here, right around Santa's mouth, and I worked out to see if that would help with the popping drills. I think it did. I have had a few drills that have popped off here and there. I've been a little bit rough with this painting. They're not necessarily popping, but I've had to move it around a lot. And I think because of that and it not being rolled out real properly before I moved it every time, that's part of the problem. These drills were fairly good. You know, they're not a Diamond Art Club or an Ever Moment quality, but they were pretty good drills. I didn't have a lot of trash. There weren't a lot of nubbly bits. They all fit really nicely. On one of my posts or videos, I think it was on one of my videos, maybe the Huacan video, somebody said if the Huacans have the key on both sides, and this one does, it has the key right here, and then let's see, the key's right there as well, that if it has the key on both sides, it's newer stock. I don't know if that's true or not. I do know, like I said, these drills were much better quality. So I'm not really sure if it's because the drills were better quality that I'm not having a popping issue, or if it's because it's newer stock. Huacan's a bit of a crapshoot. I said in someone's live recently that I think I like doing Huacans because I kind of like I don't know, I guess I like taking the gamble and seeing if it's going to be a good piece or a not so good piece. Doesn't really bother me to have to work with it a little bit. This one, I think when it is done, I am going to seal it. Kind of what I'm envisioning for framing for this piece is to get an ornate gold frame maybe, so that it almost looks like an oil painting, because this kind of reminds me of an oil painting. So that's how I want to frame it. So I think I'm going to seal it, and I think once I've rolled it and sealed it, I think it should be fine. I really have a feeling, since the drills were good, that it's more of a glue quality. That may be part of what Huacan is struggling with, is the quality of their glue and how sticky it is. So that's pretty much where I've been with this. Let's go ahead and get started and see if I can get this finished up in this video today. We'll see how long it takes to do this little section. And like I said, when I was doing it and I was going again from the center out, you know, in all directions, I left the very last row unfinished right there. And so it's going, this little section, it's going from there all the way down to there. And I do the last, or this outside row last. That's not how I normally do a painting. I normally do a painting by using a Starbucks card, or, you know, some type of store card, and I line it up right here against this edge, so that my edge is really straight. That I was wondering if that might be part of the reason why I was, with these Huacans, why I was having the popping, is because I was, you know, keeping it pretty contained, I guess, on all sides. Maybe that's why they were popping, is because, I don't know, they just weren't having enough room. So I thought this would give them a little more room. It's not perfectly straight, but it's okay. I love this painting. I don't know. I'm going to get started. If I can pull myself together here. let's see. I'm going to work on the 310s. I was a little bit worried about this piece to begin with because I wasn't so sure that I liked the colors they were using. This was a real lesson in you've got to trust the process, because this area right in here is actually a pink color, and it's pretty pink. As I'm sitting here very, very close to it, I mean, I can definitely tell that those drills are pink. And I thought, what in the world are they doing making the fur on Santa's hat and his mustache and his beard pink? But it's one of those things where as you just continue with the process, I don't know, it's something about the way the other colors around it blend with it that just make it all work. So this was a real, you know, sort of learning curve for me, as far as like to just relax and trust the process and just, you know, see how it's going to turn out in the end. So right in the beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, should I change all those drill colors? Am I going to like this? Is this going to look right? And it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I really wanted to do this piece because just that whole vintage Santa feel kind of exemplifies the spirit of Christmas for me. So it was something that I was really excited to do, and I'm really happy with how happy I am with the way this one turned out, because I think I would have been pretty disappointed had I not liked the finished product. But I do. I think it turned out really well, so I'm pretty happy with all of that. The symbols on this one have been nice and clear. That's the other thing I noticed about the Huacan piece that I did right before this one, is the symbols were difficult to read. So I don't know if that's another indication. You know, they were kind of blurry. Some of them were just hard to read, and I don't know if that's another indication that that might be older product that's coming out of the Huacan factories. You know, I'm not sure. This one was, I didn't have as much trouble reading the symbols, so that was kind of nice too. I've done a lot of this with my multi-placers, as I do a lot of my pieces that I work on. Just makes them go a little bit quicker, and I don't know, somehow just increases my fun level. I know that sounds silly. We're all a little bit different. Some people like to place these drills one at a time. Some of us like to use the multi-placers, and I really enjoy using multi-placers. I'm using a 4-placer today that I got, I think, from Royal Diamond Painting. I think they sent me this 4-placer, so that's pretty fun. I really love the 4-placer. I haven't worked much with the 6-placers, anything above a 4. I remember when I thought I'd never get the hang of using a 3-placer though. And then kind of when I started experimenting with using the 4-placer, it was kind of the same thing. A lot of times I don't get 4 drills though, I'll only get 3, and that's alright too. I'm going to grab a few more 310s. A lot of 310s in this project. So, I've said it before though, I don't mind working with 310s. I kind of like working with the dark colors. I know a lot of the creators and a lot of the people that are watching the creators are kind of getting into coloring right now, which is kind of fun to see. I was into coloring for quite a while, and I have a lot of coloring books and supplies. I don't know that I'm all that interested in getting back into it, but when I did color, I always liked doing the backgrounds and the parts that were going to be black or a darker color, because it's those backgrounds that make your colors and your details pop. So I always enjoyed working with my blacks and my darker colors when I was doing coloring too. Like I said, I don't think I'm too interested in getting back into coloring. Man, some of the stuff that I've been seeing people create um, on their live streams and in their videos and stuff. And I have not even watched any of the coloring videos, but just some of the stuff that Fertini's done and Mrs. Coffee and some of the stuff I've seen posted in the groups. I mean, that's coloring to a whole nother level compared to anything I ever did. So I don't think I was all that good at it. Kind of like with my diamond painting though, the big appeal with me with coloring was just the stress, just the relaxation and stress reduction that I got from, doing the coloring. But, kind of like some people crocheted or did other crafts and have found diamond painting and are just, hooked on that. I'm hooked on diamond painting. I'm kind of hooked on diamond painting. I've done a lot of different crafts over the years. One of the things that I came back to kind of over and over again in life was creating and decorating doll houses and working a lot with miniatures. That's something I really, really enjoy. It's not something that I can see myself doing as long as I'm living and working here at the family homeless shelter, because my room is just so small, and that's something that you need quite a bit of space to be able to do. And my allocation for crafting area right now is definitely taken up with diamond painting. Although lately I have been kind of in a almost not, oops, there goes a notification, not just a reorganize, but definitely almost a restructure of the way I kind of do things here in my room. And I do have a nice little covered porch, and I live in Southern California, so there's at least a good portion of the year where the weather would be, conducive to being able to work outside. So I'm thinking about setting up sort of a little crafting area out there, not only to work on my diamond paintings, but if I can put something together that would be, organized and easy to work with, I may even do some of those miniatures and dollhouse projects that I enjoy so much. I've got a dollhouse out there right now that was donated here at the shelter, and I would like to redo it and make it look a little bit more like our house here, and then give that to our child care program so that the kids would have it to play with. So I think I that may be one of the things that I kind of work on here in the next few weeks is getting something set up for myself out there that would work for that. So that's kind of one of the things I got brewing around in my little pea brain. So that'll be really fun. Speaking of my Huacan Flamingo popping drill experiment nightmare project, I have a very good friend who's been a friend for years in town visiting. She's staying at my daughter's house, and that Huacan flamingo painting was something that I saw and made me think of her. So it is a piece that I did for a gift for her. I did a framing video with that piece a while back, and I've that's already been posted. You can find it on my page. I think it's called Framing Huacan Flamingo or something like that. Maybe I'll link that in the comments too, along with the Seal As You Go experiment. But anyway, she's visiting, so I took that painting over yesterday, and she knew I was working on it. I had told her when I was up in Washington for my son's wedding, that I was working on a piece for her, but that I didn't have it finished. And so I took the painting over with me yesterday, and I told her, I said, this kind of comes with a disclaimer, because just because I make something and I'm into a new craft and I really like these and I think they're cool, you don't have to accept this this from me if you don't want to. I told her, I said, if you don't like it, if you just don't want it, if you don't have room for it for whatever reason, you can just say so, and I'll just take it and hang it in one of the residence rooms down here. But I want you to know that this was definitely inspired by you. And so I turned the painting around, and of course she just loved it. And she said, of course I want it. Of course I want to hang it in my house. So I said, okay, well, I will try and figure out some way of shipping that up to you. And she goes, oh no, I think I can get it in my suitcase. So I think she really does like it. Her suitcase is big enough that she's going to be able to, my daughter gave her a couple of towels to wrap around it, and I think she'll be able to kind of sandwich that, because it is framed, sandwich that into her suitcase and take that home with her and get it up on her wall. So that was kind of fun. I'm going to go back. We did some really fun stuff last night. I'm going to go over today probably as soon as I get done with this video. I'm going to head over, and we're going to go maybe hang out at the pool and just kind of spend a relaxing day together. She came down for a work conference, so it's just been really nice to be able to see her. She comes down maybe once a year. I hope to be able to go back home and visit once a year. Of course, I went up for my son's wedding, but I really, that was pretty much just about the wedding. And so I didn't get to do a whole lot with friends. I think that's it for the 310s until I get to this edge piece. So I'm going to put the 310s away and grab another color. This is going pretty quick, you guys. I'm pretty excited. Oops, I spilled those all over. I'm dropping drills. Oh, Lord. And those ones went on the floor, well, on the table, not on the canvas. But I did manage to get a lot of them on there. I think I didn't spill too bad. There we go. No harm, no foul. So that's done for right now. So now let's see, I need another color. I need 32. My drills are a little bit disorganized. Not too bad though. I found that pretty quick. Okay, there's 32. Give my drills a little shake. Looks like I got a stowaway in there, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that at this point. When I'm packaging them up, I'll fish them out of there. So I don't know if I finished my thought. Anyway, I hope to be able to, go home at least once a year. I moved away from Washington a little over 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago. So I did go this year for the wedding, but, I hope to just go home just for a visit and just spend time with friends and family. Hopefully starting maybe next year, because this year I've used up my vacation both for the wedding and for the trip that I did with my daughter, my son, my oldest son, daughter-in-law, and grandchildren to Disneyland, or Disney World in Florida. Oh wow, that was all the 32s. That went pretty quickly. We're just moving right through this. So we need another color. Let me get these back in here. And let's see, maybe 37 next. Excuse me, had a cough. Let me pour some 37s in here and grab a sip of my coffee. Because coffee is life. especially when you were out late. We were out kind of late last night, so that was fun. So let's see. I don't know if any of you ever feel like this, but sometimes when I've been working on a piece for a while, and this one I've kind of worked on off and on, it probably took me, I would say, about 3 weeks. Things have been real busy with family activities and holidays and stuff. So I haven't had as much time as I do sometimes to diamond paint, but sometimes when I've been working on a piece for a while and I get right at the end, especially if I've got some sort of emotional attachment to this one, and Christmas has just always been such a thing with me that I feel a little bit of emotional attachment to my Santa. Haven't had any, huge major problems. He hasn't caused me any sleepless nights like some of the paintings I've done. So I don't know if any of you feel like this, but sometimes when I get towards the end of a piece like this that I've really enjoyed working on, while I'm anxious to get it finished and have it completed so I can move on to, something else. And the something else I will be moving on to this time is my DAC Cloud Runner, which has AB diamonds. Ooh, I'm so excited. I've never worked with ABs. But I feel a little sad to be, finishing up Santa. I don't know. It's bittersweet. Some paintings, and I don't know what the difference is, even paintings that I haven't had a lot of problems with, right when I get to around the 3/4, or probably a little more than halfway, I start to feel like, oh my God, I'm never going to finish this. It's never going to be done. But I didn't really feel like that with this one, so that was pretty good. But he's almost done, and I will be able to, with this piece, I'm going to let my daughter choose. I've got, hopefully I won't work on it too soon. We had Christmas in June and July, so let's maybe wait till the fall at least. But I have a couple of adorable snowman paintings, I think. So I will let my daughter choose if she wants Santa or one of the snowmen, and whichever one she doesn't choose will become a part of the Christmas decor here at the shelter. So regardless of which one she chooses, Santa will be a part of my holiday this year. So that's pretty fun. It's pretty nice to be able to, have a home here, and kind of, I'm in charge of all the holiday decorating and things like that. Ooh, I missed some 32s. Go figure. It's really fun though to, kind of be able to do all the decorating here at the shelter, and make it nice for the kids and the family, and be able to do that and enjoy the holidays I love so much. I decorated for 4th of July. I didn't do a whole lot, but I did a little, so that was kind of fun. I'm going to work on 39 next, I think, which is color 3750. Nice, kind of a greenish gray color is what this one is. It's got a couple of stowaways in there. So yes, I decorated for 4th of July. That was fun. I need to get those decorations down soon. I try to get them up in time for the holiday and get them down quickly. Just because, I don't know, holiday decorations after a holiday kind of make me feel sort of sad. They're just kind of pitiful, I think. I don't know. I do like to leave my Christmas decorations up until the right after the beginning of the year, but After that, I'm pretty done. And actually here at the shelter, I usually take them down a little bit quicker. Usually I try to have them down before the end of the year, just because with the Christmas decorations, you know, we have a lot of kids, you know, that are different ages here, so them fiddling with stuff on the tree and, you know, sometimes they move things around and break things. I mean, just imagine being in a house with 30 children, and they watch their kids pretty well. You know, it is one of our requirements that they keep their kids with them at all times and, you know, keep an eye on what they're doing. But, you know, they're kids. They escape once in a while, or a parent will look away for a second and, you know, a 2-year-old's in another room. Things like that happen. So I try to get things cleaned up and taken down and put away fairly quickly. And kind of, you know, just, I don't know. I also, with my Christmas decorations, I put them up early. All Christmas decorations go up the weekend after Thanksgiving. I always did that when my kids were little, and I do that here at the shelter. So I think by the time Christmas is done and over with, I know I'm tired of looking at them, and, you know, I think probably most other people are too. So, and I don't know, I think it was Mrs. Coffee was talking about in her live that glitter being the herpes of. Okay, so that cut off on me mid-sentence. I reached the maximum duration, so I must have been drilling for quite a while. I have to check that out. I'm not sure. I'm probably just going to edit it back together the best I can. Thankfully, I do know what I was talking about. I was talking about glitter being the herpes of the crafters world, according to Mrs. Coffee, and I believe she's probably correct in that. And I don't know, why is it about Christmas decorations? They have so much glitter. So much glitter, and that little, like, tinsel stuff, that gets all over too. So, you know, that little, like, foil tinsel-y stuff, there's a lot of that in Christmas decorations. So Christmas decorations seem to be a little bit messy sometimes. So I always like to get those put up and done with. So I don't know how weird it feels to you to be hearing about Christmas in July, but, you know, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about. Santa's got me in the holiday spirit, I guess. So now I am working on color, let's see, color 22, which is 823, kind of a real dark gray, gunmetal gray, I would say. So this, yeah, this painting is almost done, you guys. I am getting there. So I hope you guys have been having a super good week, and I hope you're getting there with your paintings as well. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Well, I don't know. Let me think. I'm kind of going brain dead. Well, let's see, what's been going on? Oh, well, I guess I could kind of talk to you guys a little bit today about kind of where I'm at with my channel and the videos I'm creating and things like that. Let's see, what color was this? It was 22. I'm getting myself a little discombobulated here as far as getting my drills where they don't belong. I have, you know, started this channel because I wanted to try something new. I thought it would just be a fun way to challenge myself, really is basically what I wanted to do with this channel. is see what I could learn and how much I could grow. Because sometimes anything technological, I have had a tendency in years past to be, just really fearful of that, and I just always thought I couldn't figure it out. So I really let a lot of that kind of stuff stop me and hold me back. And I just wanted to see if I could do this. I think my quality could definitely improve. I think it's improved a little bit since my first videos. I think that's probably something I should focus on, a little bit. But again, things have just seemed so busy lately. And with, I say 2.25 jobs, because I've got the full-time job, Monday through Friday, my 9 to 5, as a corporate file and documentation auditor for a drug and alcohol treatment program. And then really, for all intents and purposes, this job here at the shelter is full-time too, because I'm on call 7 days a week. I get like one night a month off to go stay at my daughter's or something like that. And I work every Saturday here, and I do get one Saturday a month off most months if I choose to use it. And then I'm on call a lot. I help out with childcare. I help the other RMs. I cover their shifts. Or if there's rooms to be cleaned, after I've worked my regular job, I will go out and help clean rooms, whatever's needed. Because I feel that this program is really important to people's lives, and it takes a lot of work to keep a program like this going successfully. So, I try to do my part, because not only am I so thankful that this program exists and that people are able to get the help, but I'm also very thankful that, I receive free rent, free electricity, free Wi-Fi, free water, free garbage. Sometimes we get wonderful donations from companies and restaurants and people in the community, and just like anybody else that lives here in this house, if I choose to, I'm able to, receive wonderful donations right along with the residents. A lot of times I don't partake in those, but sometimes I do. So that's a real help. So I'm just really, really blessed. If I am going to, partake in any of the donations, I always make sure the residents have what they need first. But I mean, we're just really blessed by people in the community, so there's usually enough for us, and quite frequently we take the excess and make sure it gets distributed to people that are living on the streets here in the area. So we're able to kind of take our excess abundance that we're given and kind of spread that around. So, like I said, I'm just really, really grateful for everything I receive. So I try to help out as much as I can without I do have to be careful to keep things balanced so that I don't feel like I'm working 24/7 and get resentful. And, sometimes I've got to work on adjusting my attitude a little bit. But all that being said, I'm just really, really, really busy. And I'm just that kind of person that I need a lot of downtime. So, and part of what my downtime is, these past few months, is diamond painting. So making the videos just kind of goes along with that, but you know, it's a lot of work too. Um, and actually, I don't mind making the videos. I don't mind creating them. What I've been struggling with, maybe just a bit, is, am I even recording? Hang on a second. I'm not sure if I'm recording. Oh, I am. Okay. Yeah, it's still going. Got a little bit nervous there for a second. So I've been recording some videos, but I've kind of been procrastinating with the editing. So, you know, that's the part that's been a little bit difficult for me to feel like I want to invest the time in doing. So, you know, I've even been thinking about that. It's like, I don't do that much with my editing. It's definitely, as my friend, the famous Shanda Banda says, amateur hour. But am I putting those on the wrong symbol? Yes. No, I was right. I'm working on little clovers. There's only a few of these. You guys, I'm just almost done. I'm definitely, you know, my editing's definitely the amateur hour, but and then I got to thinking about it. Do I even need to do that? Do I need to, you know, put a color card and an introduction on those, or you know, should I just do I need to add music? I do need to use the app to string the different pieces together. That works really well for me, but you know, with some of that other stuff, it may not even be necessary for me to invest the time in doing that. So that's something I'm going to be thinking about, because I do like putting these videos up. I do, like I said, I like challenging myself. It's not about me, you know, getting a bazillion subscribers. I'm growing really slowly, and that's okay. It's about me, you know, just figuring out how to stay involved in this, and how to get better at creating these videos and sharing with you. And it's part of, you know, I really feel a part of. I've gotten to know a lot of, you know, people. I'm an isolator. That's what I do. I'm a bit of a homebody, and would probably turn into a hermit if I could figure out how to do it. So, you know, I'm not on the phone with people, and, you know, I mean, there's some creators and people that are have become really involved in people's lives, and I think that's awesome. But I'm not necessarily even the type that, you know, I don't talk to my friends or even my family on a daily basis. You know, I'm just kind of a socially quiet person, so to speak, and that's okay. I like it that way. So but you know, I'm getting as much social interaction from being involved in this community and this craft as you know, I want, and I'm really grateful for it. So we'll see. I would like to start putting out more content. Maybe, you know, my feeling was I want to get to the point where I'm putting up between 3 and 5 videos a week. I think that would be right within my comfort zone. So I am almost done. I don't want this clip to end, so I'm going to end the clip just in case I need to start a new one, and then I won't need to worry, and I'm fairly certain we'll be able to finish this up, and then we'll be done. I'll be done till my next one. Okay, I'm going to end this, and I'll see you in a second. We are back. I bet you didn't even know I was gone, did ya? Oh my goodness. Nice and painless. Wow. I am just so excited because there's just a little more to go on old Saint Nick here. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking with my videos. I didn't think I would. I didn't think that I would enjoy doing the whip and chats, but I do like doing the whip and chats. I like doing the longer videos. I like doing all the videos I do. So I'm just really having a lot of fun with it, but I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, now we're going to do the G's, which is 35. I'm getting to the point where there's so few drills of any color left that it's probably just going to be easier to stab and grab right out of my container here. So that's what I'm going to do. Because there's just a few drills of every color left. Almost like a little confetti section here. To finish this up, and I'll probably miss some. I always do. Never fails. I'm seeing some I've missed already. Okay, what is a P? A P is 40, which is 3776. Oh, hang on, my 40s are over here. And I only need 2 of those. Okay, so that's it for the 40s, I think. And then we've got a couple of U's, which is 97734. Right there. I'll be so excited to, these ones, like I said, these drills are fairly decent, so I think I will be putting them into my, oh, I missed 2 G's. What were those G's? Told you I would. These drills are in fairly good shape, so I will be adding those to my spare drill storage. So I'll be really excited to be able to get this kitted up and put away and get rolling on my cloud runner. That should be a fun piece to work on. It's really big. I've never done a piece quite that big before, other than the Diamond Painting Path project, which I'm working on here at the shelter with the residents, and which will probably take me a long time to finish. I'm thinking at least a year or more, and maybe more if I don't start. I haven't been working on it a lot lately, just because of things being so busy. I pretty much only work on that on the weekends, and just have not had a lot of time at home to be able to pull that out and do that with the residents. So I've got to get cracking on that. Got to get cracking on giving you guys some updates on it too. We don't have a lot of progress. I mean, we've made a lot of progress, but it doesn't seem like it, because when you just look at it, it's just still so big. It's 75 by 180, so that puppy is huge, but that's one of the things I want to get a little more, start making a little more progress. Let's see, 32 again. I missed a bunch of those, so let's pull out 32. We'll just again stab and grab. This is kind of a really, really dark navy. It's really cool the way these colors are blended into this background. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Couple more of those. It always seems like right at the end, it kind of, if you end up with a confetti section like this, and I say it all the time, I create them. Seems like it takes a little while to get it done. 24. 24 is a, I don't know, sort of a tannish color. Looks like I need about 3 of those. And then we've got a couple of 815s. Yay, I'm almost done. I'm so excited. I don't know if I need to start doing disclaimers, especially on the weekends. I don't know if you can hear those little voices in the background. It's Sunday when I'm recording this, so on Sundays the residents Some of them, you know, on the weekends, more of them are home and sometimes getting ready for church or their day to go out and do something fun, or a lot of them have family here in the area. Some of them don't. So sometimes it was really nice on 4th of July. They kind of did a barbecue out back in the children's play area. Kids played on the toy outside, and the moms and fathers hung out and enjoyed a barbecue. They all brought something. I came home for my daughters and they met me at the car. Miss Karen, come eat. And I was stuffed. But you know, you got to go eat a little bit with them. Okay, now we've got 26, which has been a real fun color to work with. I love 26. It's kind of a burgundy color. I am really getting to the point now where it's going to be okay. There's only a couple left there in the center. Oops, there goes a notification. There's only a couple there in the center that need to be done. So I'm going to start working on this edge so that I get through this a little bit quicker. Let's see, what is that symbol? That symbol is 36. I think there's only one of them. I don't even think that's anything that I did as far as creating confetti. It's a green color. It was just confetti on its own. Oh, there's maybe a couple of them around it. Okay, then we've got that symbol again, which is 39. I'm just kind of setting stuff down willy-nilly. So I'm making a bit of a problem for myself here. Okay, so let's put this one right in there. And then there's several here on the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and start popping those down for my very last row for Santa. And he will be completed. I'm going to look real carefully. Looks like that's all oh, nope, I see 2 more. How do we do this? How do we miss them, especially when I'm looking in such a small area? How do I not see them? Okay, and then I'll do the little flower snowflakey ones. I think because it's Santa, I've kind of looked at it like a snowflake, which is a blue color. Another blue color, so let's pop those in. There's a few of those along this edge. That was a nice little pop. I don't know if you heard that. I love that pop sound. It's one of the things that's really fun about doing a checkerboard. Is being able to hear that little pop. Okay, and then I've got a few of the diamond shape, which is 22, 833. Yay, I'm just about there. I'm so excited. It'll be so nice to have this finished. So another big, huge, major project, speaking of trying to get this finished and kitted down and all of that, a project that I really, really need to work on is my permanent diamond storage solution, which I'm using a container, baggies, and index cards to keep those kind of organized. So that's something that I really got to get working on, is getting that finished. And I've been procrastinating. So I've thought about doing a work with me video and kind of chit-chatting while I try to get through some of that, and I probably really should. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue to procrastinate. So I've definitely rambled all over, but this has been kind of a nice long video for you guys. I think by the time we're done, hopefully you haven't been too bored hearing me just randomly talk about all this different stuff. Kind of fun though. Kind of fun. Let's see. All right, now we've got a couple of 19, which is a reddish color, I believe. Just gotta find it. Yeah. That's that another real pretty burgundy. Burgundy's one of my, oops, that was a phantom drill. Burgundy's one of my favorite colors. I love burgundy. So now we've got a 30. Let's see, where'd 30 go? Right where it's supposed to be. Imagine that. Okay. And there's a bunch of 310s. I'm going to knock those out real quick. So let me pour some 310s out here. Along this edge, I usually don't use the multi-placer because I do try to finagle those and get them in as straight as I'm able. So I usually do them one at a time. But there's not many left, so that shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't take too long to pop these in real quick. Let's see if I can just grab them. I think I said there hasn't been a whole lot of trash at all with these drills. I thought of it because I just saw one big one right there in the center. So a few oversized drills, but you know, nothing much to speak of. I don't really hang on to my trash drills, not even to show you, so I don't, and the reason is because I'll spill them. It's just kind of what I do. We're almost done with these 310s. You guys, I am just almost there. Couple more. And then I get quiet, concentrating, sprinting towards the finish line here. Let's see. I don't know if I need more wax. I don't even want to stop to get more wax. Do you guys do that? You get on such a roll that you're like, oh, I probably should get more wax. Things would be a lot simpler for me, but you just don't stop. I do that a lot. I have a theory with the wax, which people are probably going to disagree with this, but that's okay. We're all entitled to our own opinion. What I've noticed is the older the wax gets, when it gets a little bit drier, for me, it works better. So, you know, I know people talk about replacing their wax. I only have to replace my wax maybe every couple of days in my pen. Sometimes I will just go ahead and do it, you know, once a day, but you know, I can go for a couple of days without replacing my pink wax. Pink wax is all I ever use. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just strange, but that's how it works for me. When my wax gets a little bit older and a little bit drier, it just works better. When it's too soft, I think it almost pulls itself out onto the drills, is my theory, but it's just my theory. I could be totally wrong. I don't know, maybe it's the weather conditions here in sunny California. Okay, we've got like 4 drills left, you guys. We have, let's see. So I'm just gonna stab and grab. Where'd it go? I'm so excited I can't even find it. 26. 26. Where's my 26? Oh my goodness. I can't find it. I think, oh, it's because I had it out and I was using it, of course. So we got 3 of those left to go. And let's see, we've got one of those triangles. 24. Oh, and I just found 6 more down here on the edge right here that I didn't notice. And that one needs to be placed back down. And this one needs a 310 right there. Okay, so let's see. We need 25. We need 3 of those. Oops. I didn't even put that in the right place. And then we need 3 31s. Gosh, if I was putting these back where they went, I wouldn't be struggling. Okay, there's my 31s. Come here, you little guy. Just trying to get down here to the bottom where I can get a flat one. There we go. And I think we're done. Oh my goodness. Now, I'll have to give this a good roll and a good look. There may be, like right there, we need a 37. There may be a few places where I said that some of these need to be replaced. Again, I don't think that's so much Huacan it's just that I've had to move this project around so much without rolling it, or, you know, it's not sealed or anything. So got some drills floating around right there. So I'll have to give this a roll, and I'll have to give this a good look and make sure everything's on there. Let me see if I can pull him around a little bit. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. Look how cute he is. Look at that. I know when I did one of my original videos and I talked about this right in here being a doll, I don't know if you can see that in the camera. That's not a doll. Those are candy canes. Yeah, when you get a ways away from him, you can just so clearly see that they're candy canes. Look how sparkly he is. He turned out gorgeous. I love him. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there he is. You can see the whole thing. There's Santa. Isn't he gorgeous? Let's see if I turn him. Oh, bumped you. Hope I didn't make you seasick. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I'm not even going to try. You'll just have to look at him sideways. There we go. There he is. He's done. I love my Huacan Santa. I'm going to seal him, put him in a gold frame. He's going to be gorgeous. Look at his little teddy bear. Isn't it cute? So that's it, you guys. My final thoughts. This was a really fun project. The drills weren't too bad. I have a sneaking suspicion this may be newer stock. Maybe things are getting a little bit better with Huacan. Let's hope so. I want to thank you guys for watching and seeing me complete my beautiful Santa. So that's it. I will see you guys in a video real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.